This question mentions the sample mean, 11.5 minutes. And if that wasn't enough, it also mentions the number taken in the sample, 20. So as far as Edexcel A level is concerned, it couldn't be clearer that it's a hypothesis test involving mu, the population mean, and we're going to be using this formula. Now you can use the formula in one of two ways. We can use the sample mean. This will result in you finding a p-value, in other words the probability that you will then compare with the significance level. Or we can use the significance level, find a critical value, which we will then compare with the sample mean. And in this video we'll do both. So we'll use the sample mean to find the p-value. We now need to convert this Z value into a probability. Always draw this diagram when you're converting Z values into a probability. It's the upper tail we're interested in. So it's this region that we're interested in. We'll use our calculator, remembering that Z is always associated with a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. And I obtain the probability of 0.0468. And we'll compare this to the significance level. And since this is less than 5%, we'll reject the null hypothesis, accept the alternative hypothesis, and state that there is evidence to support the patient's complaint that the mean time the doctor spends with the patient is more than 10 minutes. Now we'll use the other method. We'll use the significance level to find the critical value. First, we need to convert this significance level to a Z value so that we can use it in the formula. And always draw a diagram when we're converting between a probability and a Z value. It's 5% that we're interested in, and it's the upper tail. So it's this region here that we're interested in. And we're going to use the inverse normal on the calculator, remembering that Z is always associated with a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. But because of the way the calculator works, where it requires the area moving from the left upwards, actually we're going to use the calculator to find what 95% is to find this Z value. Now we've got all we need to use the formula. And we'll compare this critical value with the sample mean. Consequently, we'll reject the null hypothesis, accept the alternative hypothesis, and state there is evidence to suggest the patient's complaint that the mean time the doctor spends with the patient is more than 10 minutes.